I can kick it off. Like August has been like a very, very interesting month. The first half of August, I think it was all about Bitcoin. It was Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin hitting 124, right? And then the second half, things changed quite rapidly, and then Ethereum gained the upper hand. So August was quite a turbulent month, and we see both Bitcoin dominance in the beginning and then altcoin season kind of picking up.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the Bitcoin dominance, I have it in front of me, 65% end of June, dropped in July to 62, and right now we're at 58 in August. So that's quite a significant drop, although Bitcoin went up in this month, reaching all-time high.
I think we can clearly see that there's an altcoin rotation that is coming in play. How it is going to develop until the end of the year, I think we have some sort of predictions, but I think August was a turning point. Although Bitcoin kind of dropped back to 113, I think this is essentially like a very classic August pattern that is in play throughout every crypto year. There are a few more things that happened in August. It's kind of more of a continuation. In terms of ETFs, they're still going very strong with, I think, around like 29 billion year-to-date inflows, which is absolutely fantastic. And then there's also quite a big DeFi boom coming in. The TVL hits, I think, almost 130 billion, which is up around 40% compared to January.
That's pretty sick. What about Hyperliquid? I think they had one other big event as well where I think they surpassed the trading volume of Robinhood.
Robinhood, yeah.
That's pretty massive. And I like that it's also a DEX, basically. You know, we often think about Uniswap, but Hyperliquid is a DEX too. And them surpassing that is pretty massive, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What about maybe the inflow of VC capital? What are your thoughts on that? Maybe the things that we see as a market maker specifically in the past month?
I think the VC capital, if you ask me this question in June or July, I'll be very, very bearish, because this is essentially what the data shows. It has been at all-time low compared to 2021, right? So I think VC funding hit rock bottom. However, I think this is now starting to pick up with the altcoin rotation that ETH is basically pushing forward.
Well, I think it also has to do with, I mean, maybe vacation period now and before as well. But I think also that the playbook, you know, before doesn't really play out as much. So I think they're looking more for equity investments or, you know, in real business that have real business and revenue rather than simply in tokens and make a massive bet, so to say. I think we all professionalize. And I think that's also what we're going to talk about later is how do we professionalize or how did the market mature?